So look, now my face oiled up, but whatever. But I had to talk about the young lady. I think she's 14, 15 years old. That got killed in Columbus by the cop, and I spoke something that I felt was real about the situation. And listen, man, I'll just be honest. That man is gonna be justified. The cop is gonna be justified. You know, it was it was parents out there. I mean, I saw that it was grown people out there. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they should have intervened before the police get there. But we have to teach our children, especially black children, do not wield a weapon or pull a weapon or be, you know, or attack anyone with a weapon. Period. Anyway, but especially in front of the police, they're gonna be justified in killing you. Is she comes out? What I heard was the story was she called the police because they was trying to jump her, whatever situation that is. Okay, that's fine. But when I've seen no altercation or no arguments taking place. That don't mean it didn't happen. But at as the dash cam or the camera we seen on the cop, you don't see any arguments. That's cool. But as soon as the police get there, you see her coming out swinging. Well, at that time you can't really tell, but you could tell by the way the girl felt that she has something and she's trying to get away from it. The first girl, she falls. She turns around and turns aggression on the lady in the pink by the car. She has the knife like this first, and the lady turns sideways. And then you see the knife like this, which is when he fired 4 times. Okay, so he doesn't know she's 14 years old, 15 or whatever. You know, all he see is someone with a knife that is about to cause someone else harm, regardless of the situation. Why would you call the police yourself? Wait for them to get there and then attack someone in front of the police after everything that's going on with a weapon. That is committing suicide. It really is. I don't. That could have been the mentality. I don't know. Or she was young. Maybe she was thinking young. But you pan over to the right side of another vehicle, and the guy says, "Man, she's just a kid. She's just a child." You're two grown people. When she came out and whatever she was doing, why did no one try to stop her? They said, "Oh, the cop could have tackled her." It was two people that knew her. I don't know if there's adopted parents or they was parents or friends, cousins, whatever. Why didn't they ask the same thing about them? They know her personally. So maybe she wouldn't harm them. So why didn't they tackle her? You're gonna ask an officer to tackle her or use non-lethal rounds. Did you not realize how quick that was? It's like less than 5 seconds. Come out, swing, swing, fall, pan over, swing at somebody else, and then get ready to stab them. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, why they shoot so many times? I don't know if you know about weaponry or any classes, but you're taught to neutralize. He hit center mass, chest, maybe an arm or something. I'm not for sure, but he shot to put her down. I don't know if you know, but people, if the adrenaline is going and they get shot, people might not even feel the bullet. A lot of times, don't even feel it until they stop or adrenaline start kicking down or they start bleeding. She was driving a knife at another woman. He shot to neutralize the young lady. I hate that it happened. She was young. We shouldn't lose people like that. But just being honest, I mean, he's gonna be justified. And they said, well, we see white people do this all the time. Yeah, we know this, which is why we should know better and know this is what's gonna happen. You got to educate the children and let them know you do not do this in front of police officers. If police officers, excuse me, especially in this time, knowing darn well what we're up against and that we're being targeted and murdered at all costs, openly. Sometimes you have to blame us for being stupid or blame people for doing stupid shit. That's like me pulling a weapon on someone and firing a weapon at someone in front of a cop, knowing that they're to protect and serve, whether he's a good or a bad cop, he has every right to fire his weapon and take my life, to neutralize me from taking someone else's life. If you telling them, oh, well, why aren't you keeping us safe? You sworn to protect. So why are y'all mad when he just protected? He acted off instinct. He seen someone with a weapon, someone get ready to harm someone else, regardless of who's right, who's wrong. He acted off instinct. He was there to protect and serve. He did that. So why is it so much beef around it? Why are so many people mad? See, we can't say Black Lives Matter and then say it only matters if you follow certain guidelines, if you satisfy us for being that. No, if we're going to say Black Lives Matter, we have to also take that into our own consideration and instill that into our children. Black Lives Matter, we have to teach our children why Black Lives Matter to help prevent these type of measures. We have to teach our children to take preventative measures in front of officers. Do certain things. Get out with your hands up. No, you can learn your law, but you, at the same time that you're talking your law, you make sure you comply to a certain extent to where it doesn't cause you physical harm. We already know what we're up against. We're not up against one person when we go against a cop. We're up against a system, systematically set to prevent us from being free. We know this. So it shouldn't be no surprise that when given the opportunity, a justified opportunity, that they take it. And this is not blaming this cop, because I know nothing about him. I don't know his background. That man might not even be racist. But he did what we're complaining about cops not doing, is protecting and serving. So I ask people this. I say, well, if the colors was changed and it was a white girl getting ready to stab a black girl, while this thing is at its most uproar and he shot and killed her, what will we be saying? Would he be considered a hero? Or, or what would we actually say? Oh, good for her because she was white and get ready to harm somebody black? You know what I mean? Or what if, and then you could say, well, what if it's a black girl finna stab a white girl and he killed her? Well, they say, will they say, oh, he's a hero, he stopped this crime, which you're going to hear that type of shit. Or he stopped this murder, blah, this and that, or she deserved it, and you already know what kind of bad names come out. It's so many different role reversals. It's so many ways it can be viewed. I just want to stick with the way they saw, but I just wanted to throw that in your head. Like, role reversals cause different reactions. It shouldn't. Life is life, death is death. You know what I'm saying? I'm one to always march with my people when right is right. I stand on the Black Lives Matter movement. I love it. I love what we are accomplishing. But I also know where bad seeds are implanted in anything. If you let an apple sit out long enough, even at its ripest, let it sit out in the sun or anywhere long enough, or anywhere around anything that's bad, sooner or later those seeds will deteriorate as well. It's gonna start to rot. We have to keep planting good seeds in our children, or educated seeds. It's a tragedy, I pray for the little girl's family. I pray for everybody involved. The people that had to see that, the young kids that had to see that death, that it's shocking. It's hard to look at. And I don't understand why I get a lot of flack. from my people when I spoke on it, and I said, yes, I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's a tragedy, but he's gonna be justified. The young lady had a knife. You'll be able to look at my thumbnail and see the knife in her hand. If it's able to stay up there. I don't want to show the video because they can flag me, but you can probably find it. They're showing it on news, everything. You can find it. But I will say this, in showing you that there's a difference. When a cop is justified, do you really see how fast the video got released to the public? Oh, look, he didn't do anything wrong. Look, this is the video. Let me show you. When they do something, and this should tell you, when they're doing something wrong, it could take months, years to get that video. You have to keep fighting in the court. That's when they know they done something wrong. This should tell you, when you have to fight so much for videos from police officers, it's a cover up. They're trying to come up with a plan, trying to come up with something, trying to find something on you, dirty your name, and then they're gonna try to release it in snips. Anytime you see it come out this fast, they know they're justified and they're covered. They're everything was done right or close enough to where no one would be prosecuted or it wouldn't go back to the police station or no lawsuits would be filed. So you have to understand that it works. It's so systematic. It's so crazy. That's just my opinion on what would you have done. If you put yourself in a position, we have to stay open minded and understand that if we're gonna say protect and serve, they need to do this and that. But then we can't get mad when they actually protect and serve. They say, oh, he should have tased her. Well, how many people have we seen get tased and it's not effective? The way she wheeled it out, you don't know if she was a grown lady, and you don't know if she was on drugs. How many people we seen on these drugs and they get tased and it's non-effective? So let's just be honest. It's 1,000,001 things that could have happened. But it's one thing he was supposed to do, and it was protect and serve. And he done it. Maybe if she was white, he wouldn't have shot so fast or put so many rounds in her. That's questionable. That's something that you can't ask. But then you can ask, if he didn't do his job and she stabbed and killed this woman in front of this officer, what would you have said? We would have said, oh my God, he sit there and watch her kill her because they're black and they let black people kill each other and they don't care about blacks. Tell me I'm lying, because we know I'm not. But because he shot a young lady, like I said, RIP, I hate that it happened. It's a tragic. But because he did that, he's getting flack from another way. So you're gonna make it to the point to where they say, the hell with y'all. No matter what we do is not right for you all. We're becoming exactly what we're trying to fight against. Hate and racism. This is not for everybody. A lot of us have different agendas in mind. We just want to be equal and treated like human beings and not fucking dogs. We want what's ours. If we earn it, let us have it. Don't try to hold us back. A lot of us are like that. And then you have certain people that are they just want to point. They don't have nothing to do with the cause. They're not going to help anything. They just point. Make more problems on top of more problems on top of more problems. Only thing you're going to create is the officer saying, no matter what we do, these people are not satisfied. We're either going to turn a blind eye to them and don't care what happened to them and just let crime go crazy, or we're not going to help them solve cases, or, we simply just don't give a damn. Or we just going to go back to policing our way and just deal with the consequences. Let's hold them accountable, like the Chavez dude, I think is his name, or with the George Floyd case, Let's hold them accountable. Let's come together like we do things like that. But let's be realistic and be understanding. And understand, if we want equal, let's make it just equal. Let's make it equal. I know we got years and years and years of depression, and we got years and years and years to try to fix it. Or try to get what's ours. To earn, get our respect back. Not earn, but take it back. But at the same time that we taking all these years to get it back and earn it back, and we want to be respected, we got to make sure to respect ourselves educate ourselves, teach ourselves, be sensible, and be reasonable. You have to have a better understanding of how to act in a certain situation. You don't go in a house full of guys with guns for a robbery if they know you're coming. You know what I'm saying? That's suicide. It's the same difference of wielding a weapon at someone in front of a cop. It's suicide. Yeah, like yet again, she's young. You know, she might not understood that would actually happen, or didn't even think that it was actually happening. But did he do what he said? I know some of my friends are rubbed the wrong way about it, but they're not. I'm not trying to make them think. They have to think for themselves. Uh, However you feel is up to you. I can't tell you how to feel about the situation. I can tell you how I feel about the situation. I feel he was justified. I feel like he protected Sir. He saved one person's life, even though it took a life. Some people say he should have used a taser. He didn't have a taser at the time. He seen a weapon getting brandished. He took it in action. I mean, with so much going on, what can you say? LeBron James posted something up like, you're next. Like, you're going to be the next police officer to get charged. But then the videos was released and he deleted it. That should tell you something. After everyone seen the video, it's instantly. It was up here. It was ready to go crazy. And it was like, you know why? Because they seen this man was justified. So regardless of the outcome, well, to me, it was justified. You know, I don't know what happened before then. They could have done something horrible to the young lady. But in that instance, he done his job. Unless there's something we don't know or that we didn't see. But with the video that was shown, he done his job. He only had a few seconds to react. He reacted, and it looked like to me he saved a life. If you don't believe me, go back, look at the video, tell me what you think. Tell me if you think something is wrong with this. Leave your opinion. I don't mind. It's been a while since I made some videos, but I'm gonna get back into it heavy. But leave a comment, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. If you want to hate me and say, oh, go to hell, leave it in the comments. I support all comments, good, bad, neutral. It don't matter. Show love. Holla back.